Hey guys, this is Sensation reporting in for another review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Kato, the HO scale Kato GE C44-9W in Union Pacific number 9632. Now this locomotive, being a Kato, pulls really well and it's really easy to stick a decoder in. These locomotives actually are probably some of the better locomotives I've ever had. But like I said, this is the only one I have. So this is the only Kato engine I own right now. 66 got sold. I don't know it anymore. Anyway, 9632. The real one is a toaster right now. This locomotive has nothing on it. This locomotive also has LokSound in it. It's not the Kobo Special. But I had LokSound installed in it. I gotta say, it makes a difference. Now let's go ahead and turn the light on, and then turn my ditch lights on. Now, the ditch lights are really bright on this locomotive, so they shine through the floor a little bit. They're a bit too bright, but I'm gonna find some way to turn them down just a hair. So not as bright, but I kind of like them bright. You can really see the locomotive. Now this locomotive has separately applied details and grab irons and all that. This is a Kato locomotive, so it comes to you as pretty much just a shell on a chassis. All the detail parts are in a bag underneath the box that you have to then apply yourself, which can be annoying at times, yes, but it also makes it so the locomotive doesn't squash the handrails in transportation. However, once your details are on, you don't ever take them off, so that would just be stupid if you had to do that every time. Proto 2000 did it like that. They have it to where the shell is completely off of the chassis because they're worried about their detail parts falling apart in the box. So unlike Pro 2000, Kato decided to be like, hey, let's just make the shell stay on the chassis, and then just take all the separately applied details off of it, and then the customer, whoever buys it, can put them back on. Which, that's so much better. But then again, what Pro 2000 did is they had all the details on the shell already installed for you, and you just had the shell off of the chassis. And all you had to do is take it out of the box, put the shell on the chassis, and you're good to go. Just two little pins you got to pop on, boom, it's ready to go. Anyway, with this Kato locomotive, it pulls really well. It's got pretty good weight. It runs very smooth. It runs really smooth at low speed and at high speed. And honestly, it's just a cool locomotive. I'm going to go ahead and sound the horn and bell for you guys so you guys can hear it. Here's the bell. And then here's the horn. Doesn't do the quick horn like I like, but that's okay. Anyway, this locomotive has great detail. It only has the shield on the front, only because it does not have the flag on the side, just as Union Pacific. So like most engines today, when you look at Union Pacific locomotives, you see a lot of them having the flag on the side of the locomotive. Now, this was done after September 11th, 2001. Union Pacific decided they're going to put flags and a different logo on the front of their locomotives. So this locomotive predates 2001. Or it could date 2001 in like August. So it doesn't predate the year. It could be a 2001 model for all we know for the number. But it could also be, 2000 or 1990s or somewhere in there. Anyway, this is the Dash 9. This is the predecessor. This is the later model of the Dash 8. The Dash 8 wasn't a good locomotive. I mean, it ran really well, but they were toasters. They had 4-axle Dash 8s, and I think they also had 6-axle Dash 8s. I'm not entirely sure. But when the Dash 9s came out, it was a whole different breed of locomotive. This predates the GE ES44AC, the GEVO. So this was your GEVO at the time. At the time this was out. So you still see these. You still see these locomotives running around today. Because they last forever. They're GE. They should always last forever. I know a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, but an EMD is so much better." Well, yes and no. Every type of locomotive has its ups and downs. This locomotive here, being Kato, has mostly ups. Anyway, it's also got LokSound in it, so let's just go ahead and start it up. Now, like most GP locomotives, when you sound the horn, the ditch lights don't flash, unlike my Tier 4s, which do. That's why I like this LokSound style better, because the ditch lights don't flash at all. So this is kind of like a P42. You have it has this high idle, and then it has this lower RPM idle, and that's for when the locomotive decides it wants to be in stress mode. It'll put itself in stress mode when it needs air. So it's like it's filling itself with air now. I guess it's the air compressor kicking on and off. So it doesn't have the typical AC6000 whoop that you're used to hearing. This is just a simple GE, pretty much destroy everything in its path kind of locomotive and haul everything. But this is pretty much for, and I like it. I love the way it runs. I don't have any fruit on the idle lane right now, so alright, amazingly just like that, I found some freight for it. Let's go ahead and get this locomotive out on the main line so you guys can hear what it sounds like at speed. Anyway, guys, this has been Sensation. Signing off for now. See you guys later.